Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. So a 5 of Swords to start us out. Now, let's focus on that, right? Let's use that as our starting point. Let's see what it is that we need to overcome right now. We got a couple of 5s. We got big transformation. We've got big star energy, big fire energy too. Look at this. This is really strong fire energy. This kind of seems like this is the go ahead from the universe, right? We've got this star energy and then all of this fire. Creative fire, very balanced, very strong, very confident. I feel like this is what we've been waiting for, honestly. Going from this kind of darker energy, transforming, right, with that death card, transforming all of this into this. That is special. I like this. As a Cancer myself, I like this. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to select it randomly. We'll put our alien Simon Mork Ripley on that card. And we're not going to look at it until the very end, okay? And hopefully that'll tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need. All right, let's take a look. This is good stuff. We've got major, lots of major arcana. Oof, good deal here. We have fire, water, air, and earth for the majors. That is something quite special. That is something special. Then we have obviously a lot of fire energy. We've got a little bit of water. We've got a little bit of air. And we've got a little bit of earth. So I feel, what's interesting is I feel like all of these spiritual forces, the major arcana, are spiritual forces, archetypes, right? Divine influences. And I feel like we have an exact match for each of the challenges that we're experiencing, right? I feel like we have everything has its counterpart. This is really an as above, so below kind of reading. We have heaven, we have earth, and they're completely united, right? Overlapping. They are one. So let's take a look at it that way, right? First things first, we see this 5 of Swords. There's been some doubt. There's been a blockage of confidence. We maybe have been feeling like like we are not strong enough, that we are kind of the underdogs here in some situation, that we tried, we failed, we're going home, right? This is that energy that might be showing up as confusion, as uncertainty. What path do I take? I thought I was on the right path. I thought I was doing everything right, but something didn't work out. There was a mistake, an error. There was a roadblock. So now what do I do? I kind of feel like this is some pessimism, that we're realizing that we've been thwarted in some way, right? We were following a path. Suddenly there's a big roadblock. Road is closed. No entry. Do not pass. We're thinking, dang, now what? No choice but to turn around, right? And I feel like this is something that Cancers indulge in a little bit. You know, we see, oh, the road's closed up there. Better go home. You know, we're almost happy about it sometimes, right? But I feel like we're really looking for our path. We're looking for confirmation that our path is out here. Yeah. So sometimes we get a little disappointed, we get a little defeated, and that we reinforce that with our own thoughts and feelings, and we kind of keep going over it in our minds, and it makes it stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah. So I think there's something going on with you right now where you kind of feel a little bit defeated, a little bit beaten. Feel like we kind of lost a fight somewhere. Doesn't mean we lost the war, you know, but we feel very discouraged because we lost this battle. Well, for this air energy here, we have this star energy, which is also air. This is that star energy that is going to basically remedy that. Okay? Like I said, this spread is very rare, very unique, in that we have the elemental correspondences for every challenge that we see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the counterparts, right? We have the air with the air, we've got the earth with the earth, we've got the fire with the fire, we've got the water with the water. Everything here has its partner, you know? This doesn't happen very often. And what we're left with is Spirit saying, activate your creative fire. Go out there and win. The 6 of Wands, that's victory, right? That's not a 5. That's not saying, hey, you lost. It's time to just go home, forget about it. So Spirit is saying, oh, you've got a problem? Let me help you solve it, right? So the first solution, and this is very rare, very unique. I don't think I've had a spread quite like this before, where everything had its perfect partner. You know, it's really nice. So the first one we have is the star energy, obviously, and this is Spirit trying to tell you that there's more to things than meet the eye. It may say the road is closed. Go look a little further, right? Keep going down that path and really take a look at this barricade. Is it real, right? Is it just kind of a fake barricade that you're meant to kind of go through or around or over or under? Is it just meant to keep most people out because it's your road, right? So did Spirit put a barricade up on this road because this is just for you? It's your own private path. And it's basically trying to test to see if you're ready for it, right? The star energy is very insightful. So the fact that you're feeling defeated by this, whatever it was, and you know we've got a 5 of Pentacles here in the background. I think this is the actual roadblock, right? And the Hermit is here to kind of teach you about that. So maybe we start with the earth energy, because this, I think, is what happened before. And this is the way we're kind of experiencing things now, the fact that we've been defeated. But no, star is here. Your star is here to show you that, look, your path is out there. Your star is there, and you know what star it is. You know what you're meant to do. It's just a matter of really taking a look at that roadblock, that obstacle, and seeing, is this, let's try to be objective. Is this really a roadblock? Or is this something that I just need to go around? Is it something that is just there to kind of keep the general public out? Or to test me to see if I'm really ready for this star, for getting to my star? Because this is the perception that your star is still way out there and we still have a journey to get there. Right? But I think you know what your star is. You know what star in the company of stars is you. And you know what your path is. You know what you're meant to do. We just have to uncover this knowledge, because right now it's being a little bit clouded by this 5 of swords and discs. Right? It's being a little bit clouded here. So we use the star to kind of counteract this one. So there, I've got rummy, I guess, right? Is that the game? I've got my match here with the star energy. But now, in the recent past, there was this 5. This was the literal roadblock. This was some event in your physical life. Could be an injury, an illness, could be a financial difficulty. It could literally be that you were making progress in a certain direction, either career or something spiritual or family or something artistic or with friends or whatever, wherever it's taking place. You were making progress, and then suddenly something happened that it feels like there's no more road left. I can't go forward. I want to, but I can't. Right? So either somebody, maybe we have an injury in our life. Maybe somebody broke up with us. Maybe we lost the job, or the promotion was given to somebody else, or we've been trying to break into a certain industry, but it doesn't work out. They said no. Right? Trying to become a writer, you send your manuscript out to a bunch of publishers, and they all said no. So it kind of seems like there's just this stuff going on in your life. It could be that we've started saving money, and then suddenly, bam, we got a big car repair. Big expense coming up. Well, there goes all my money. It feels like there are blockages. It feels like there are elements in this situation that are preventing you from making progress. And to you, it kind of feels like that's the sign from the universe that says, this road's not for you. Right? So something was going on that is giving rise to these kinds of feelings. Now, to kind of balance out this 5 of Pentacles, we have the Hermit energy. The Hermit is kind of this card that does indeed want to just go home. So it could be some spiritual energy that says, yeah, you need to reassess your path and your plan. You need to go back to your home base, and you need to look within. This is a card of meditation. This is a card of searching for that light within. See, with this one, we're looking outward at our star, our path in life, right? What we understand to be our destiny, right? I know this is what I'm meant to do. Why are there so many obstacles? I know this is what I'm meant to do. Why are there so many obstacles? This card is telling you to go within and ask that question. This is us asking the question externally, right? Why are there so many obstacles? It's like we're asking the universe, show me the correct way. Show me what I'm supposed to do with this roadblock, And this card is saying we have to search within to find that answer, right? So we have the light out there, we have the light in here. We have kind of both components. I think Spirit is saying that you have to connect with the world around you. You have to open your eyes and be aware of the world and the circumstances and the synchronicities and the signs and the omens. But you have to take those signs and omens and use the light of your own wisdom, your own higher perception, your own intuition to see what they really mean. Because otherwise we fall into this trap of thinking that we see signs out here in the world and we assume they mean something, right? We see the roadblock, big signs as do not enter. We think, this isn't the path for me. I better turn around and go home. The Hermit says, take that do not enter sign, whatever. Meditate on it. Think about it. Bring it inside. Shine your wisdom on it. It doesn't mean literally what it says. You know what I mean? It's not so much a sign as it is a symbol. It's packed with meaning. It doesn't just mean what it says on the on the sign, right? Symbols are different. Symbols have layers of meaning. Symbols can they can have meanings other than the literal meaning. Usually the literal meaning has nothing to do with the intrinsic meaning of it. So we've got the Hermit energy kind of counteracting this Earth energy. And the Hermit is also saying that, look, if there is some kind of a difficulty on the physical plane, right? If there's a large expense, if there's some money issues, if there's an injury or an illness, something physical, we have to solve it by physical means, right? So just because there's this great expense and we have to spend our savings on something, or just because we have to recover from getting sick, or an injury or some kind of something like this, doesn't mean that our entire spiritual life path is off course, right? So we can't go looking at this situation as if it means that we're on the wrong path, right? So what we're trying to say here is the mind and the body have to be informed by spirit in their own way, right? So let's put these back. Let's put these back where they were. The big thing here is this retreating, this idea that, and because this card's also at the top of the path, right? So it's the idea that we have this, it's like we're out playing and we stubbed our toe. We're so frustrated, we're just going to go home. We don't want to do it anymore. We're on this life path and things were going okay until they weren't. Now I'm fed up. Now I just want to sequester myself. I want to go home. Yeah. Well, let's not do that. It's up here at the top of the path of the dove because this is what we kind of want to do. We kind of want to do that. Well, let's go with this ace because this is the feeling as if, or the energy, right? I don't want to mix things up by calling it a feeling. This is the energy of inspiration and confidence and our will, our creativity, our progress. It's time for us to shine, to have the authority over our lives, right? This is the feeling, I think, that we can never really begin. Almost like as soon as we start getting a little confident, taking charge, standing up straighter and thinking we're doing this, these fives happen, this stuff happens. We start doubting the path because there are roadblocks and speed bumps on the path. So we start thinking this can't be the right path. And so it's kind of like these false starts, right? We start getting going with this Ace of Wands. This is the beginning. And then something happens. And this deflates. But we have the counterpart for this too. We have this Emperor energy. And the Emperor energy is at the end here, the end of the path of the serpent. So the result of all of this energy, I think, and we'll try to speed it along, the result of all of this is really getting to our own power. This is us really getting to the confidence that we need. And now the Emperor can withstand all of these other energies. Even the Emperor can see the bigger picture. So the Emperor knows that, yes, there will be obstacles, injuries, illnesses, expenses, and just roadblocks and stuff like that. Knows that there will be some doubts that creep up. There will be a lot of this emotion. Now, we didn't talk about this yet. The Queen of Cups. A lot of emotions going on. Everybody we have mind, we have body, we have the emotional body. We got the spirit and the vitality here too, right? And the fire energy of this Emperor, this is the spiritual energy. This is kind of this is really us stepping into our own power. And this is the spiritual power to control all of the different aspects of our body, of our emotions, of our mind, right? So this is the control over our entire being. Now, we do have this Queen of Cups down here at the bottom. This is the depth of our emotions. This is where Cancer really can get kind of stuck, right? Especially when all of these things happen, these false starts, the confidence that kind of gets overshadowed by the difficulties of life. We start sinking down into the water. We start sinking down into that water. This is pretty straightforward. We've got the death energy. We have to learn how to give up those feelings. We have to learn how to swim out of those depths. We may sink down in here and we really start getting quite emotional, to put it lightly. We have to learn how to let things go. That's one thing about Cancer, at least it's true for me. I have a difficult time letting things go. I hang on to the emotional energy a lot longer than I should, right? We need to transform that. All of these transformations, all of these spiritual energies are going under the auspices of this Emperor, right? Everything's going under the Emperor here. Because the Emperor is fire, fire is spirit. We have our mind, we have our body, we have our emotions. And everything now is being healed by spirit. Right? We know what it is that we need to do. With the physical environment, we know that we have to stay engaged. We have to just do what needs to be done to get it fixed. Big expense comes up. We don't have a choice. We have to do it. We don't want to let it demoralize us, right, with these two. So Spirit says, hey, you're on the right path. You know what you're going to do. You're going to find your star. We're going to get there. It's kind of the spiritual reassurance that Cancers need. And then this is the card that says, hey, just feel your emotions, sure, but don't linger in them, don't dwell in them, let them go. Let the wave come and let it go back out. And that is how we master ourselves and become our best selves, and we get this creative force and fire, and we get our power and our authority over our life. And then guess what? Then it's time to go out and kick ass, really. Excuse my language. Now it's time to really take action and overcome our challenges, to find our path, to stay on our path. If there's an obstacle, well, if you don't doubt that this is your path and an obstacle is just there to test you. So leap right over that with your force and fire. Don't be scared. Don't be defeated. Don't wallow in your emotions. Don't dwell on the physical difficulties. There's always going to be something in life that needs our attention, that needs to be fixed. You know, car needs, you got to put money somewhere, or you got to take care of your health. You've got all of these little things, and they all need our attention. But they're not reasons to quit this journey. So we have to step into this force and fire, and this is something that I think is difficult for Cancers to do, but it's very necessary, right? We've got to be the ones to overcome the difficulties, and in a way, we're overcoming ourselves, right? We're mastering our own selves. Each one of these could be an excuse or the impulse to just quit the game, just go home, just stop, just don't want to do it anymore. I don't feel good, I'll never find my path, and I've got too much to do. There are too many problems in life. Well, Spirit is saying, no, just fix your problems, do whatever you need to do to secure your physical environment. Have faith in your spirit, in your path, and let go of the negative emotions. Step into your power and your creativity to overcome the inertia that's dragging us down, that's just keeping us from making progress. This is really a very unique spread. I could sit here and talk about this all day, Let's look at the mystery card, though. I want to see what we are working toward, what we're working on. Thank you, Alien Simon Mark Ripley. Yeah, I don't know what I'm expecting here. Maybe this is maybe this will be the Emperor again, right? A repeat of the Emperor card to show that, yeah, we are taking control. We are stepping into our power. Maybe this is going to be the Art or Temperance cards. You have fire, water, we have air, and we have earth. Maybe we need the sun. Maybe we need the Fool, right? The Fool that says, hey, let's stop taking all this so seriously. Let's have a little fun with it. Yeah, maybe the Fool. Let's see. Oh, okay, all right. I like that. A 9 of Cups. This is showing that we are on the right path. This is that confirmation that, hey, you're following your bliss. You are pursuing your happiness. You are generating this love and joy and beauty and harmony in your life because you're on the right path. And all of these other things are just obstacles that are part of any path, every path. But we have to find the confirmation within ourselves and from the world around us that we are on the right path. This is one of those. Because this is saying that everything that you're doing, even these difficulties, these things that maybe feel like setbacks, are leading you to your best life, to your fullest satisfaction and fulfillment, to living a life that is significant and meaningful. This is the better confirmation than even the Fool would have been. Because this hopefully is going to give you a little bit more heart, a little bit more reassurance, a little bit of relief. It says, okay, I'm still on track to this 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, the key word for the 9 of Cups is happiness. But it's an active card. It's a process, right? It's a function. We're actively involved in generating this happiness in our life. And because you're pursuing your happiness, you're following your bliss, doesn't mean that life is always happy or always blissful. It means that you're on the path that you're supposed to be on, that we can generate a life that is full of meaning and significance even if we have difficulties. Because now we know that we are the Spirit and we can overcome any difficulty that comes up. We are strong enough to do it. We have everything that we need, energetically, spiritually speaking. And what we don't have, and the things that we need physically, we're going to do what needs to be done to get them. We're going to use physical means to solve physical problems. We're going to use mental means to solve mental problems, and emotional means to solve emotional problems, and spiritual, energetic, creative means to solve creative problems. Right? In matters of will, fire is also the Spirit, and it is enough to command, to master every level of our being because we are on this path of happiness. And this card makes me very happy. I just like seeing it. So I think we are on the right path. I think this is a very unique time for you. A very special time. Well, for all of us, right? I'm a solar Cancer. I'm right on the cusp, actually, of Leo and Cancer. And sometimes I feel myself really falling into that really deep Cancer kind of energy. And this is just kind of a reminder that says, hey, we're on a more spiritual evolution. Let's work our way forward. Let's continue to make progress. There will be setbacks, there will be difficulties, but the path is the right one. It is a righteous path, and it is a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. You are creating meaning. You're creating significance in your life by confronting, by facing these challenges. Okay? Now we are going to do an extended reading before I start tearing up. Just click on the link up there. That'll take you to the extended readings. I encourage you to cross-watch, check your other placements. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.